Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Drop. You don't know that you have Zion. You don't think you have a snowball's chance in hell of getting Zion because the probability of them falling to that slot was slim. But it happened, okay? You don't know that you got Zion. You don't have David Griffin there as your general manager. You're wondering whether or not Alvin Gentry is going to be there as your coach. Dell Demps is already on out the door, and you show up. All of this evolving around you with a That's All Folks shirt on. All I'm saying is that Anthony Davis, to me, and to a lot of reporters and to anybody covering the NBA, is a treasure. He is a superstar and just as good of a person as he is as a player. But if I'm a New Orleans fan base, I'm remembering the kind of predicament I was in when I last saw him. I didn't know Zion was going to be there and Brandon Ingram was going to be there in the crowd. I didn't know any of that. All I know is that the best player we've ever had said, I'm tired of being here, y'all. I want out. That's a reason to boo.
The way I'm going to relate to this, I don't think they should boo him. I wouldn't boo him if I was a Pelicans fan.
He will.
The way I'm going to relate to this, I'm going to take the team that I root that if I had to eliminate every team, who is left? My New York Yankees, right? I'm a Yankees fan before I'm anything. My favorite position players.
Yankees and Knicks.
My favorite position player when I was a kid.
You can't follow him. When you been in that organization about 6-7 years, that haven't put anything around you, you're going to question, do you want to be here? They did not put anything around him so he could be able to go far in the playoffs when he got there. Only good player that he had beside him was Holiday. They did not put a good team with him. That's why he wanted to get out of there. They could boo him all they want. But you gotta understand how the player feel. I'm not gonna win here. There's not giving me the guys to help me win a championship. Give me a guy to win in the playoffs. I don't think I have a snowball chance of winning here. He probably looking, I didn't know he was getting Zion or Lonzo, anything. It's just like, you ain't put the right guys around him, he gonna want to get out of there.
Kid, apologies to Mickey Rivers, not when I was a little kid, center fielder. They're all center fielders. Was Ricky Henderson. And later on, it was Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams is the highest level of love you can have for a hometown player because he was an all-star. He's the best player on the team, cleanup hitter, won World Series and everything. And when he was a free agent, the Red Sox were going to give him a lot of money. And at the 11th hour, he personally calls George Steinbrenner and he's like, look, I'll take less. I want to stay here. Love that guy forever. Of course, he was winning World Series with the Yankees, right? He came up with them. He won, the whole thing. Ricky Henderson was my original, favorite player before Bernie. One of the best, maybe the best player in the game. Greatest leadoff hitter ever. Doing things with the Yankees, oh my God, you never seen before. And the Yankees were no good. They were good when he got there and he made them better, but they never won a World Series, never made the playoffs. And the team started declining, but Ricky was still Ricky. Till one day he was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm in the middle of my prime. I want to win World Series. Stop playing hard. Apologies to the Hall of Famer, but I was there. I watched. He used to be at Yankee Stadium. Like, damn, Ricky. He was forced his way out of town. He didn't. And by the way, you know where he wound up? On the.
Like I said, it's certain players that need superstars beside them that help them get over the hump. He put his all in New Orleans. Wasn't getting done. Yeah, he should have quit on last year, but he just wanted to get out of there and be able to be in his prime to be able to win a championship. Because he wasn't getting no opportunity with the Pelicans. They weren't tracking no good players to come there and play with Eddie Davis at the Smoothie Kings Arena. Nobody wanted to go there. There wasn't no attraction for players to go there and play with Anthony Davis, even though they had him. He wanted to just find a way out of there because he looking like y'all not putting a good team around me.
Oakland A's, where he won World Series and
Okay.
it was the MVP.
Keep going.
Balled out.
Keep going.
I never booed Ricky Henderson
Time out.
when he came back to New York.
All right, stop right
That's
there.
my dude.
Stop right there. What about everybody else? Did they boo Ricky Henderson?
Hold on. Actually, I don't remember Ricky really getting booed.
I
but
do.
But when I see fans
remember.
boo players like that, I'm like, time out. He didn't ask out of a winning situation where he's winning World Series.
Right.
He tried to get out of a bad situation, and he made his situation better.
Allow me to educate.
I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at the team.
Allow me to educate our audience about something.
Yes.
You are not the only diehard Yankees fan. I just love basketball more than you do, and you love baseball more than I do. But we're both lifelong native New Yorkers and diehard Yankee fans. I remember that. And Ricky Henderson most certainly was booed. Make no mistake about
those
that.
fans were wrong.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All I'm saying is that how you depart matters. For example, let's go LeBron James. LeBron James, are you trying to tell me there's something that he did on the court for the Cleveland Cavaliers his first 7 years that he deserved to be booed? Hell no. Way he carried that franchise, what they didn't do for him to help him get a championship at that particular juncture in his career? Of course not. But when you leave,
Look at what you just said. I'm not saying Anthony Davis is LeBron James. They both had to carry their teams, but it was different situations. LeBron led his team to championships that he didn't win, so he had to get out of there and go to a team to learn how to win a championship. Anthony Davis, he didn't do too much with the Pelicans to earn that right, but when you see that the direction y'all heading to, that we're gonna sometimes not make the playoffs, sometimes we will, and sometimes we won't. Or we just get in the playoffs and we lose. Anthony Davis put work in that court for the Pelicans for like 6-7 years. He carried that team. Not to win a championship, he didn't carry the team to the playoffs. It just, only guy he had was Holiday. Not taking nothing from the people that they had on the team, but they ain't put the right pieces around him to help him succeed.
and the owner finds out on TV like everybody else.
I mean, that
and
was
the
one
fans,
of the most debacle type
it's like
exits ever done.
All I'm trying to say to make that point, and that's not to knock LeBron James in any way. All I'm trying to say is how you depart
Right.
matters.
But
So
what was
I
AD
guess
saying,
I want to
Roz?
understand. I just want to understand. You think he's certainly going to get booed? Will he get booed?
He will get booed, and
And
they'll
then-
be wrong. And I just want to say real quick, what was AD saying? He was saying, I don't want to be in the mix for a title here and there
During my
once in
prime
a while.
years.
In my prime, he's only got win his one and only life and his one and only
Right.
prime. I want to be in the mix every single year.
As I've
Know what I
been-
noticed? LeBron's in the mix every year. I want to play with him.
As I've mentioned to you on several occasions, that's how you feel in terms of what he was saying. This is what they're saying. He doesn't want to be here with us anymore. He doesn't want to be in New Orleans. He doesn't want to represent.
Was
us.
he playing at near MVP levels?
No.
So-
And that's what I wanna ask about.
Stop.
How should he be remembered
because
in
what
New
I'm saying,
Orleans?
he should be remembered as the greatest player in franchise history and one of the greatest players in the NBA today. And by the way, a class two. That's not what I'm saying. No, don't twist this. What I'm saying is, if you're living in New Orleans, if you're living near the Ninth Ward or beyond, if you're sitting up there and living in that city, all right, and you got to go to the Smoothie King Arena 41 nights a year, you need an AD as a reason to watch. And the fact that he wanted out gives them the right, only them, the right to boo and only boo.
If I'm a fan in
And
New
only
Orleans,
boo.
I'm looking at AD and I'm going like, that dude, when he was healthy, played
He just one of them players that need a superstar with him. He just looking like my time up here. We ain't doing anything here. I want to be able to compete for a championship every year, not a year that I'm missing the playoffs. Not another year are we in the playoffs that we lose. I want to be mentioned in the playoff every year and compete to win one. Not just keep missing it. Then next year we winning, and then getting to the playoffs and not doing anything. I want to go to a guy that can help me achieve what I want, and that's a championship.
MVP level damn
Which
near
is more
year in
of a
and
reason
year
why
out.
they would boo
But
him.
what I'm saying
They
is
ain't
the
gonna boo the scrubs.
fact that we were hardly ever in the playoffs makes me mad at the team, not him.
Do you ever boo scrubs?
My point
Do you ever boo scrubs? It's a very simple question, man.
No, but my point.
Because they don't matter.
My point is, I'm not mad at the dude who balled. I'm mad at the team that didn't put ballers around him.
You're going to be mad at the dude who balls too, because the dude, of course, but you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad at the dude who balls because you're craving that he'll stay with you.
They've changed this recently, but the training staff was the Saints training staff. They shared them because the owners own both teams and they were playing them cheap and used the NFL staff on NBA players. They changed that.
That's the same thing like Chris Paul. When he was in New Orleans, they ain't put nothing around him. Only player he had was David West. And he wanted to get out there because he felt like he couldn't win there. That's the same thing with Anthony Davis. No one wanted to go to New Orleans and play besides him. That's the same thing that happened to CP3. They ain't put the right pieces around him to help him win in his organization. So he wanted out to go have a chance to win.
That team was historically injured during the time that AD was there. Not his
don't
fault.
get
mad at the
booed.
team. I'm not mad at
because
AD.
we know this scrubs.
And by the way, you got Brandon Ingram and a whole bunch of guys to go with Zion in that trade. It's not even like you're worse off.
I agree.
Booing AD.
I agree. Because he's one of the top 5 players on the planet Earth, and he plays for somebody else.
Anyway,
Ricky, I
he understands that.
AD said he expects to get booed.
Of course,
Absolutely.
he does. And I'm telling you, he should.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be